We hope you enjoyed this week's mailbag update.
We think it's positively smashing. Hey, if you have a better joke, then...
Last week we asked you what mother elements you wanted to see in the new Super Smash Bros.
Wait, I thought it was Unfounded Revenge who asked about that.
Yeah, well, it's a dog-eat-dog world.
Well, either way, it was actually quite interesting to see the variety of responses we got. Interestingly, they all stuck to one pattern.
Yeah, kinda. Let's start with Mailbag Regular Applicably Awkward, who tweeted, "What I would like to see is a non-main character playable. Duster and Jeff come to mind due to their utilitarian skills and items. Flying Man or Machipsy support characters would be cool, as would food items for recovery."
You know, after last week, I think Duster might be Mailbag's unofficial mascot.
He would make a pretty good assist trophy, at least. He could, throw wall staples and stuff.
Non-main playable characters, though. I think that's a theme in this week's submissions. Our main man Jay Spade says, "I'd really like to see Jeff make a return to Smash Bros. As his own character. He's a smart dude and doesn't afraid of anything."
Right on! I guess after Ness and Lucas, the main characters might be Paula or Kumachibora, or Ninten, I guess, but PSI users get kinda samey.
Yeah, I remember during the development of Brawl, Sakurai said he wanted to avoid making more clone-ish characters.
And then he added Wolf. Like, I know he plays a bit differently, but stylistically, he's very samey.
It's kind of weird that some people make a big deal about it, though. No one wants to get rid of Ken in Street Fighter. No one wants to get rid of Luigi.
Luigi is a treasure! You take that back!
You know that's not what I mean.
I'm sorry, just give me a moment.
I'm sorry, guys, it's just... she's been a little sore about how badly the year of Luigi went. Well, the show must go on, I guess. We got another Smash Bros. Tweet from Swift Waffles. "I think Ness should have a new Final Smash in Super Smash Bros. 4. Like PSI Rockin'. It could just deal damage to all the players, I suppose."
Well, Swaffles, I was also pretty disappointed when I realized... Swaffles. Swift Waffles. Swaffles.
Swaffles?
It's my show and I can call him what I want!
Okay.
Anyway, Swaffles. I was also pretty disappointed when I realized Ness could use PSI Rockin' and Brawl. But later I realized there's actually sort of a logical reason why.
What do you mean logical? It's a video game. I should be able to rock my enemies to death. Wait. Actually, that sounds kind of weird.
Well, it's more like a practical reason why, actually. It's related to dubbing.
Dubbing?
Dubbing.
Dubbing?
Stop that! But yeah, it's a localization problem.
Oh.
In Mother 2, Ness's special PSI was actually called PK Kiai, unless you named it something else, of course. Kiai means something along the lines of fighting spirit, or like a manly, hot-blooded scream.
Awesome!
Yeah, kinda like that. Anyway, if Ness were to use this attack in Smash Brothers, they would have to redub the name of the attack for the international version. Admittedly, this isn't a huge deal, especially considering other characters have gotten completely new English voice actors for the international version of Brawl. But making Starstorm Ness's final smash was probably just easier. Maybe a little easier to render, too.
It probably seemed like too much trouble just to appeal to fans of Earthbound.
What the hell is Earthbound?
Well, anyhow, we're happy with the response we got this week. Some of the other characters suggested were Pooh, Paula, Kumatora, and the Masked Man.
No one suggested any stages, though. That kind of surprised me. I'd like to duke it out in Saturn Valley with all those ladders and balloons and stuff.
That brings us to another great question, which we also got from Jay Spade.
Oh yeah! Dear Starmen.Net Mailbag. Man, enough with the formalities. Which location in any of the Mother games would you most like to visit? Nice one, Spadesy.
Spadesy?
I guess I've still gotta say it's Saturn Valley. The locals are nice and friendly, and I love to take a dip in the hot springs.
Are you sure? The last people I saw go into those hot springs were a bunch of kids covered in vomit.
That was years ago. Mr. Saturn's gotta clean it pretty frequently, right?
Mr. Saturn doesn't have hands.
Well, fine. Where would you want to go?
I think I'd like to spend a few days in Dalam for a nice relaxing vacation. Of course, I feel like I'd rather visit Lumine Hall for the spectacle of it. Of course, even when it's not being guarded by some electrified liquid metal-looking robot thing, well, it'd still be pretty hard to get there.
You should at least put in some ladders or something. Kind of a hazard otherwise.
When I think of it, I don't think Dalam had an airport either.
They're probably not big on tourists.
They let Ness take a picture in the throne room, though.
It's a privilege of being the chosen one. And it's not like they can keep the photo guy out of Dalam. He can fly.
Probably has extraterritorial rights.
My god, he's unstoppable.
Wait, so should we steal this prompt too?
I prefer the term adapt. Where in the Mother series would you most like to visit or live?
Well, that kind of rules out a lot of locations.
How do you mean?
There's a lot of cool locations in the Mother series, but not all of them are places I'd want to go.
I don't know, I hear the Lost Underworld is actually quite pleasant in the spring.
I'm sure it is. Well, we look forward to hearing from you all.
Bon anniversaire?
What?
Voyage, I meant bon voyage.
Oh. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
Swift waffles. Swaffles.
Swaffles?